People were like, what are you putting on your face?
It was the biggest joke. It was the biggest waste of money.
I have not turned into an actual influencer yet because I still don't have one.
And you can also tell I'm a 12-year-old girl, so it's sticker slapped. Turns out she had also secretly bought one. And we're both like, yeah, we kind of bought one, but we're kind of like embarrassed about it.
Mommy, aren't you going to CAD post? So, chocolate chips in the freezer.
Chocolate chips in the freezer.
Do you have any feelings about that?
I know I don't really do that, but my sister does. She's always in the freezer getting chocolate chips, and her kids catch her and want some too. I have M&Ms in my freezer currently.
Yeah, it's a dangerous combination.
Yeah.
Chocolate chips in the freezer. We're talking about favorites today, and things might look a little bit different if you're watching us. Hopefully you're watching us. We're on YouTube, but we're also sound a lot better, hopefully. So hopefully you don't feel the need to try to read our lips like you might have in the past. My husband was so nice, and he set up a little sound system for us. So we're going to test it out. If it doesn't work, we'll just use the camera audio. So thank the Lord, that's our little backup plan. So no promises. Actually, don't even feel the need to comment on all the changes that you might see coming up here, because we're just going to wing it. We decided the best way to learn is just to try stuff.
Yeah, you won't know until you try.
Exactly. So we have 2 episodes left in this series, just a little housekeeping here. And then we're going to take a break for the rest of the summer into just getting our kids off to school and stuff.
Yeah.
And we plan to pick it back up again in the fall. Hopefully the response, what do you think of the response, Jayna? This has been your first kind of jumping in the deep end type of thing.
Yeah, I've been blown away by the support and kind comments and people seem to really actually love it and enjoy it and get something valuable from it. Yeah, so I've just by reading the comments, you would think we're a smashing success. I mean, I don't see the analytics. You share a little bit with me, but I don't see all the back end analytics, like how much money it's making. But like, if we just judge from the comments, I'd say we're a success.
Yeah.
So thanks guys for that. It makes me feel very, like we're doing something good here.
Yeah. And I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly.
I feel like we're like radio broadcasters at like a NASCAR.
I'm kind of digging it.
Do you feel the power behind the
microphone?
microphone?
I do.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, before we get into it any further, we are going to be sharing our favorites, chocolate chips in the freezer. That wasn't even on my list, but it's something that has definitely been a favorite and probably should stop sometime soon here.
Nah.
Anyway, before we get into it, homemaking tip of the week. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. So mine's more of an encouragement or a confirmation for your homemaking. If what you're doing works, that's fine. If you don't make lists like me, if you're willy-nilly with your meal planning or don't meal plan and that's working for you, don't feel pressure to change it just because so-and-so from Instagram says that you need to meal plan.
Ooh.
This is no like hate to anyone that meal plans. If that works for you and you're meal planning, then great, keep doing it. Everyone's homemaking style is different. Everything, like for my family, meal planning just doesn't really work for me. We like to be more spontaneous, but I still usually have a meal on the table at the end of the day. So it's working for me. So I decided not to feel the pressure to meal plan. And grocery lists, I got a list in my head and that seems to be working for me. Sometimes I do write things down occasionally, but I'm just not a list person. So I decided I'm just going to be okay with that. It's been working for 10 years. I don't see a reason to change it now. So there you go.
I applaud the self-awareness. Exactly. I feel like this goes back to our podcast number 1, Mommy Superpowers and stuff. We can't do it all. We really can't.
No.
And like, my mom doesn't meal plan, and
my mom
is
never
like
did.
The world's best. I mean, she's very efficient in the kitchen and like doesn't let things go to waste. So there is more than one way to skin a cat, as they say.
There sure is.
I love it. Okay, my tip for this week is maybe more of a like, I don't know if I even want to say it because am I condoning lazy momming, but I feel like sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And a priority for me is to get to church without feeling so frazzled and with most of the hair still left on my head. And trying to get into church with like not feeling like I went through a war zone. And I've definitely had my weeks like that. But I feel like lately, honestly, church has been not the sitting in church part. I mean, hello, I have a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a newborn. So not a newborn. He's 9 months now. So I guess I can't say that anymore. But yeah, I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about the getting to church part. I feel like we've really come to a rhythm. We just give our kids a snack cup with cereal in it, dry cereal. They like mini wheats, Honey Nut Cheerios works well. Don't give them anything that's like super messy or like Chex Mix. Like the Chex cereal doesn't work. It's too crunchy or whatever.
Sounds like she knows from experience.
Yes, I've tried it all. Anyway, So dry cereal, and then we give them a sippy cup of milk. I know it sounds ridiculous, but you can't spill. And they eat that on the way to church so we can let them sleep in. We're often out late Saturday nights. I know you probably thought of this before, but you probably didn't dare try it. Here's your permission. You're not the only one if you do it. I do that pretty much every Sunday. We get together 2 cups of cereal and 2 cups of milk, and off we go to church. And so far, they've kept their clothes clean. It's not really something they can sometimes they'll have crumbs in their lap or something, but you just brush that off onto the driveway and in you go. If there is something that's driving you nuts in life, try to be creative and solve it. Don't just be like, this is hard and wallow in that and just accept the fact that it's always going to be hard. Some things you can't fix, but some things you can. So just, use a little creativity. Yeah, I think. So anyway, next segment, right? Are you ready to jump right into
favorites? I'm so excited about this one.
We're just going to let Jayna take the wheel here, and I'll just kind of bounce off of you. I think some of our stuff kind of is in the same category. Yeah. But you can just take charge. You can
trying to think what I should talk about first. This is one of my favorite things. My family picture. This is the latest one, but all my family pictures have been so special to me. My sister-in-law Sharon usually takes them. I have them displayed in the living room, a whole bunch of different shots, different poses. And I just love the fact that, if the day gets hard and my child is not being, the best behavior, just something about looking at the picture where everyone's all smiling. We look like the perfect happy family. It just brings it back. So this is my encouragement to you. Take the pictures, schedule the photo shoots, and print them out and have them in your home because they're so special to me.
Print them out. Yes. Print them out. Print them out. I hear that echoing in my ears. I do it all, but I sometimes forget that part.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the last step. But if you don't print them out.
Yeah. Okay, I think the first thing I will share, I can't really show on screen, but I will put a little overlay clip here. That is our circle swing. I've actually handed this link out to lots of people in my real life. It's really handy. It is a little bit of an investment. We got it for Fletcher for his birthday. I think it was his 2-year-old birthday, but it's so fun. You can get multiple kids on it, and you just need a tree or a support system of some kind to hang it on. And the kids just love it. You can, if you put it in a tree, it can actually go in circles and stuff. But lately we just had it on our swing set and it just goes back and forth, but super, super handy. I didn't even realize they existed till we stayed in Florida, and the house we were at had one. And the kids just played on it endlessly. So it's really fun to have. And I feel like you don't have to worry about sharing as much because they can just all be on it.
My next thing is my skincare routine.
Ooh, tell us, Jayna. Your skin's looking good.
I don't know about that. I'm not going to say this is a miracle worker. If you have bad skin, it might not work for you. My friend tried it. It didn't seem to work for her. It seems to work great for me, and it's very affordable. I'll link it on Amazon, but it's super affordable. It's, this is my second bottle of moisturizer, and these are almost gone, so I need to reorder these. But it's cleanser, toner, and moisturizer. I've never used a toner before. This is the first one, and I really like it. I feel like if I get a blemish or a pimple, it heals much faster than it did previously, so I feel like that's one thing. I was so tempted to buy this really expensive skincare system because it had the cool label and it looked so classy and stuff, and I saw this on Amazon, bought it on a whim, and I love it, and it's working just fine for me. So sometimes expensive, you don't need it, I guess.
What kind of skin would you say you have?
Dry, if anything. It's usually not oily, especially in the winter. Yeah. But the moisturizer is it's lightweight, I feel like, but it does the job. So far, I've really been liking it. Try it out if you're looking for a skincare. But again, if you have a skincare routine that you like, there's no reason to change it.
Word. Love it.
Oh, and this stuff too. This is if I'm out in the sun all day, it's just extra moisturizer. I put it on before bed because it does make your skin look oily, but if you just need that deep moisturizer, I even put it on my arms when I got sunburned one time, and if you get a rash or anything, it just kind of just soothes your skin. So I really like that. I think this is my second bottle of that, but I may have spilled the first one.
Ooh, yes, I hate that when you spill. I did that already too. Yeah. Spilled expensive oil, and
that's not expensive. That's $7, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't buy expensive skincare, as you see.
Well, I sometimes get stuff given to me, and it doesn't matter if it's free or not. When I know it's if I get addicted to something and have to repurchase it, and you know what I mean? That can be a dangerous thing sometimes. But you guys cracked me up. I jumped on Instagram the one day, and I was just talking as I was getting ready in the morning, and I was smearing this on my eyes. I was going on my eyelids, under my eyes. People were like, what are you putting on your face? Like some people thought it was concealer. Anyway, people were very confused, but it is the Tula Rose Glow and Get It. And it's just like this cooling and brightening eye balm. And I just like to use it in the mornings. It like wakes you up. I don't know. It reminds me of like how when you brush your teeth with mint, you know, it makes your teeth feel kind of like cooled. It's kind of what it does to your eyes. And I feel like it just probably tightens. And I don't know. I don't do it for the looks as much as I do it for how it feels. So I've had like 50 people ask me about that. I've worked with Tula in the past. By the way, none of this stuff is sponsored. If you're sitting here cringing, waiting for some sponsorship or something like that, none of that's going to happen. But we will link everything down below. And not everything is linkable either. It's not just, this video is not just for us to like make a buck on our affiliate links or anything, but we will link them down below. And if you use them, we might get a couple cents in our pocket. So whatever, just full disclosure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the Tula Rose Glow and Get It. And yeah, try it out.
I have been looking for a good phone case. I have used the loopy case and I like it. I do love the loopy case. However, there is one thing that I like about this one better. And that is you can stick that thing in there and prop it.
Oh, and
the
yes,
loopy you
can't.
cannot do that because it doesn't sit right. And it's flat. So if you put your phone in your pocket, it's also flat. There's a tight elastic under there. So it's a tight grip on your finger. It has the credit card slot, which I didn't think I would use it, but I've been keeping my credit card in there. And I like that. It's always there when you need it. If you're online shopping and need to look at the code on the back or whatever, it's always there. So this is the Wally Case. It's a small company, I think, that sells them. I think they just have Galaxy and iPhone currently, but hopefully they add more in the future. But yeah, I am in love so far. Cute prints, very functional.
Yeah, I really like that. I think if I had that, I would put cash in it. I'm just too like, I lose my phone enough. Imagine losing my phone and my credit card at the same time.
Probably not for you. I don't
know yourself.
I will now that I said that. But yeah, I am a huge fan of this Wally case.
Love it. Yeah, it's similar to my system, but there's no pocket. So
yeah,
when I need a new case, I may have to consider it. The only thing is, I don't know if it's Josh approved or not. He makes me have like army grade cases because
it goes around the edge a decent amount.
So. Yeah, good. Awesome. I will check your link out down below.
Yeah, I think I might have a discount code.
I am going to shout out a small shop, or I don't know how small they are anymore, but Hosanna Revival. Check them out on Instagram. Check them out on their website. I'll link their website down below. I have no affiliate with them or anything like that, but everything they put out is so beautiful. I have this leather Bible. Well, it's not real leather, but it looks leather. And it's just so beautiful front and back. And every time they come out with a new release, a new Bible cover, I'm like, oh, I want that one. Oh, but I want that one. And you just can't have it all. So I would think that would be a great, great gift item. Maybe buy one for yourself and then one for just to keep on hand because there's so many occasions that I think would be a great gift. I have the ESV journaling Bible. So it has margins in it. Do you write in your Bible, Jayna?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I highlight in it. It doesn't really bleed through. And yeah, it has, I like to keep notes in the corners and stuff like that. I have great intentions of using this Bible and I want to fill up, like, I have 3 kids. So I want to fill up at least 3 Bibles with like notes and highlights and stuff like that over the years. That way I can give one to each of my kids someday. I don't know.
That's ambitious.
Well, I'm not going to quilt or like give them a quilt.
That's true. That would be very special if you
Grandma's
if you do
Bible,
that.
you know? So that was the plan. So it might take me like a decade per Bible, but even so.
These are my 2 ultimate favorite children's book. This one, a friend gave to me to read to the boys, and I read it to them, and I just fell in love with it. It's just a little boy asking questions to God, and God answers him back, and it's called God, Do You Play? It's just the cutest little story. It really adds like a personality to God and like makes him seem more like a friend or an actual person instead of like this big thing that you can't identify with. So I don't know if you can buy this book on Amazon or not. I can check, but this is a favorite for sure. This book has been really popular on Instagram, so you probably already have it. But if you don't, I highly recommend it. We read it to our 6 and 4-year-old this winter. I'm not sure how much the 4-year-old got out of it, but my 6-year-old really seemed to like it. It's pretty deep. It's like a adaptation of Pilgrim's Progress, but it's really cute. The illustrations are just beautiful. The stories are profound. I think every time it's one of those books that every time you read it, you'll catch something else because it's an allegory of the Christian life. So if you don't have this book, I recommend getting it. There is a sequel to the book. Get that one too. That one's really good.
When do you read to your kids? Like, is there a time of day?
This we read like as their bedtime story before bed. But
like down in the living room, or do you read in their bed? I just like to
we
know.
did this one last winter. We were doing it in the living room, but right now Eric's reading a book to them, and he's doing that one with them in their room before bed.
Oh, yeah. We have a system for our like devotional time, which is after supper. But yeah, we don't have really any specific like story time. I just kind of fit it in when I can. So
well, as per usual, we have no schedule either.
Yes.
So.
Okay, speaking of curling up with a good book, the next one, I have 2 of them here, but I bought them in several other colors as well. I've mentioned them before. I'm going to mention them again. Jayna, on a scale of 1 to 10, how soft is that?
It's a 10.
Yeah, it's really soft.
Yeah.
You would think this costs like $150 or something. That's made from some real animal. No, it's not. It's just an Amazon blanket. And Jayna, you have one of these, right?
Yeah, I have the rose one, and I love it.
Yeah,
it looks so pretty.
I am self-admittedly a terrible gift giver. And when I find a product that I feel is super giftable or like anybody can find a place for it, I latch onto that. And that's these blankets. I've given them on so many different porch drop-offs, different things like that. Just add to a baby gift or whatever. They're pretty affordable. They come in so many colors. And yeah, I'm addicted.
One of my favorite things is a homemade grandma patchwork quilt. These things are so versatile. Picnics, I take it to the pond to lay on by the water, take them to the beach, take them along to a cabin trip when or camping to cover up with. They're just so versatile. And plus they're just fun to look at. Like we'll sit there and be like, oh, I remember when mom wore that dress, or I'll remember when so-and-so had this dress. It's just like kind of a story. Yeah, I can't link this on Amazon, sorry. But if you have a good scrap quilt, keep it. They are very valuable, I think.
I use mine constantly. Yeah. It's like special, but it gets more special even when you use it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I don't worry about it getting like mulch on it and stuff like that. I don't know.
They're very durable too. I mean, they might get stained, but like I've never had one like rip or anything.
They're busy enough you don't notice that.
Yeah, right.
And then they just get softer.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like definitely a Mennonite heritage thing, but yes. A little part of my soul hopes I have time to make each of my kids one. Not each of my grandkids. I hope to have plenty of grandkids. I don't know how my grandma did that. She gave us all a handmade quilt. Yeah. Like, wow.
I've made quilts. Yeah. Not start to finish, but I've had my
I made one comforter. I went to Joann Fabrics, I bought all the fabric, cut out all the patches, and yeah, I started start to finish. It took me like a year, but I'm one of those people that will start a project, get all excited about it, and then get to the boring part of like sewing the patches togetger.
No, I like that part.
I like the fabric selection. Remember as kids?
Yes, we did it with grandma all the time.
Our grandma. We're going to talk about our grandma a lot.
I think we should have her on here. I really do.
Oh my goodness. Do you think our old older Mennonite grandma would come on?
Maybe if we didn't tell her what we're doing.
Yeah. If we just coerced
hide
her.
the mics and a flower.
Yeah. She's our grandma that we take to the beach. Yeah. And I've talked about her before on my channel.
She's a gem.
But yeah, she'd have all of us cousins, us 4 oldest over, and we would piece quilt tops together, and it was great fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess we're kind of going down the reminiscing bunny trail. My turn
Whenever
next.
we get started talking about our grandma.
Well, I feel like my grandma put the crafting and creative bone in my body for sure. I just want to give you permission right now to, I don't care if you're an adult or not, if you love school supplies this time of year, just speaks to my heart. I love school supplies. I have found these. They're in the kids section. I got them at Target. I have the normal size ones, and then these are the fine line washable Crayola ones, Color the World. They're in like adult colors, like very aesthetic, deep rose, like just all the skin colors basically. And I love to use them when I don't really journal right now. I'm doing the soap method right now for my Bible study, so I can use it for that. But I usually use them mostly when I'm a planner. I have a planner, so I use it in there. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about we've been camping too, so sitting around the campfire and like doodling and whatever. It's just really. Yeah, I love them a lot, and I will see if I can link them below. If not, check your local Target.
The next thing I want to talk about is my electric toothbrush. See how sleek, see how pretty, see how colorful. The reason I wanted to talk about this is because I bought an $80, I think it was like $80, electric toothbrush from a recommendation from, I don't know, some big Instagram influencer. I thought it looked so cool. You put it in upside down. It's supposed to have this like light that cleansed it. It was the biggest joke. It was the biggest waste of money.
$80.
Yes. And you know why? It was a flawed design system, and I still see influencers talk about it, and it gets me all heated every time. Because mold, like you put your toothbrush in there, and the water just like sits in there, and it was disgusting. There was like mold all in it, and I tried to clean it, and then naturally it didn't work anymore because I got water where water was not intended. This one I think is like $20. and it's like, it takes up way less space. It works just fine. Like, I haven't noticed any difference on the actual performance. It has the different settings and everything, and it looks cute. The other one was not even cute. It looked like a spaceship. Very bitter about it.
Wow.
So
well, that's interesting because I do have a face brush that uses like a light to kill the bacteria.
Yeah,
and
that's
I've never had that happen.
Okay, yeah, that's maybe it's like something with my mouth. Maybe my mouth is extra gross. I don't know.
Well, I guess that wasn't on my mouth either. I don't know. But yeah,
Maybe.
honestly, common sense would make sense.
Yeah, Eric was like, I knew that was going to happen. I was like, well, why didn't you tell me before I spent $80 on the thing?
So
but
where's
anyway,
this $80 toothbrush?
in the trash.
Yeah, I mean, what else are you going to do?
It was
Like, sell
disgusting.
it on
And
Facebook
I
Marketplace?
tried to clean it. And maybe there's a secret. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. But this one.
Okay, I was not going to do any self-promoting, but I was like, this is like a lifestyle choice, and this is something I use all the time. You can find them on my website, meganfoxunlocked.com, or you don't even need these. Go to Target Dollar Spot and you'll find them. But these are like extra good quality, sewn by my sister-in-law's mom, actually, right here in Lancaster County. But I'm not necessarily just bragging about the bags themselves, but like buy them and then use them. These are just cotton pouches, and if any of you that are in the diaper bag years, are you out of diaper bag years now? Probably.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you just like you just use your phone now, I guess. You don't need
Yes,
anything.
I can go to the grocery store with this. But
That's crazy.
my next thing, I'll talk about what I also use if I need more than,
Gotcha.
if
Well,
I need to carry
don't-
sunglasses or something.
If we're talking the grocery store, I just take my little side crossbody in. But diaper bags, we still use them. And so I have one for like the medicine, emergency, first aid kit type stuff. I have one for like a little toy for each of the kids for at church. And then I have another one that I use for my makeup. I just have a little bag for everything. And there's no organization once you open the pouch. But like, I just know where everything's at because it's like, this is one category. This is another one. I have so many different colors already at this point on my website. These are just like two of my favorites at the moment.
So we were talking about what we take. This is a fanny pack, but we like to call it a belt bag because, yeah. I kind of chuckled when I saw these come back in because I don't know if I ever even wore one. I think we kind of missed that trend when it was around the last time. But I got one to try it out. And then me and Megan were talking about, turns out she had also secretly bought one. And we're both like, yeah, we kind of bought one, but we're kind of like embarrassed about it. We're not
Very
sure if we want to like
secretly.
use them.
I use it just not around my friends.
Yeah, I actually decided I don't care. And I've been using it around my friends and they kind of, I don't know, they don't say much, but anyway, I love it. This thing holds a ton of stuff. It has 4 zippered pockets. I can fit my phone in it. I can fit sunglasses in it. My checkbook's back here. Talk about old school. But I'm a huge fan of the belt bag. So if you're thinking about it, do it.
I know. I'm like, okay, it's like a TikToker trend, from 2020. I'm like, I don't know. I knew I was late to the game and I just bought one for a trip one time. I'll link mine down below too. They're very similar. It's so funny. We both secretly bought one and we're like using it.
This is actually my second one. The buckle broke on my first one. I was like, well, I kind of like it now. So I ordered another one.
Okay, this is answering another question that I got sometimes as well. Jayna, you want to show your nails to the camera?
Yeah, but I have them not painted. I haven't done my nails in a very long time.
Because they're gorgeous without nail
It's
polish.
because I'm lazy.
Anyway, I don't like to have flashy nail polish, but I do like to have something on just to give my nails an extra coat of strength, kind of. And so I just wanted to shout out some of my favorite colors for those of you girls who like just very natural looking colors. 2 of them happen to be the Sally Hansen Insta Dry stuff. They don't instantly dry. I mean, not fast enough for me as a mom. The one color is Mauve It. And I really like that one. It's like it's just better pink than just a regular pink, I would say. A little bit more of like a neutral brownie pink. And then also this Pink Pursuit is basically white, but not quite so blindingly white. Like it's not like you put white out. Yeah, it's not like you put white out on your nails. And then the one I'm wearing right now is kind of like a mauvey gray color. It's called Au Naturale from LA Colors. Those are the colors I've been loving lately. And then also clear.
I know everyone has strong opinions about their water bottles, and the one that's the best. But this is my favorite. It's simple modern. You can tell it's been used and abused, and you can also tell I'm a 12-year-old girl, so it's sticker slapped. I don't know. Like, I just love bright colors. I like fun things. This water bottle is cheery. It's bright. Fits in a cup holder. It holds, ounces is it? 28 ounces. Which I probably should drink more water, but if I have to fill it up throughout the day, that's fine too. It has a straw. It's essentially leak proof. It will only leak out the top of the straw. So if it tips over, it won't leak unless it's going like downhill. It keeps the water cold, icy for a long time. So this is my favorite water bottle.
Do you feel like the older you get, the more you're just like, forget it. I'm going to enjoy the kiddish things in life because I'm only getting older.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't know. I used to think it was the kid coming out, like for my kids, like that coming out in me. But I'm like, I almost feel like I wasted so much of my 20s trying to fit in with everybody else. And
do you know what else I got?
Oh dear.
I got. Do you remember trading stickers?
You got a sticker book.
I got a sticker book.
You're kidding?
I did. And I filled it with stickers and I trade stickers with my friends' kids.
I love that. That's cute.
It is. I love it so much.
Oh my word. Me and Ivani, that's going to be, her birthday is coming up in September here. I'm going to have to
get her
one.
Her birthday.
Yep. Yeah. And they have cool stickers at like Dollar Tree.
Yes, the stickers are so cute. I got a huge pack of Lisa Frank stickers. Talk about memories. They're the same.
Oh my word. Yeah. Lisa Frank, we used to like sit up in that old, like in the upstairs of the cabin and like, you have fuzzy stickers. I had like smelly stickers and like, oh my goodness.
We haven't been able to find fuzzy stickers. I had some. I dug out my old sticker book from back in the day and there were some in there. But I haven't seen any new. I should go to like Ken's Joys or Weaver Store or one of those Mennonite stores. I bet they'd have fuzzy stickers. Goodness.
I'm going to link a sticker book and we are going to start.
I'll link. Yeah, I have one. That's pretty cute.
If you have a daughter, do it with me.
But we're going to bring it back. Yes. Bring sticker books back.
Oh my word. Our children are not even living if they haven't experienced that.
No, it's the best thing ever.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So I just had to show something I use weekly. It is my French press. I don't have the fancy espresso machine. You do, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. I keep looking for a good deal, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to sacrifice the counter space. But everybody says it's not a sacrifice. Once you have it, you don't go back. But the reason I got into cold brew is because I actually, believe it or not, did not drink coffee till I was probably 25. My palate had to adjust. I started out with like the fraps from McDonald's and then like worked my way up. Anyway, at one point I could not stand that bitter bite of espresso when you put it in like an iced latte. So I found out that I love cold brew. It brews coffee without any acidity. I share in a lot of my videos how I like to make mine, but get the big size if you're going to get a cold brew. You can use this for hot coffee too. But I have the 6-cup one. Just get the big size because you can always make half a batch for yourself. But then if you want to make it for guests or something, then you can make 6 cups right off the bat. And 6 cups kind of makes about 12 servings, I would say, because it depends how much ice you put in your cup. But there's all kinds of French presses out there. Shop around, find one that you love. I need to get a new one soon. I cracked the lid on this one, but with this size, there's not as many options. Do you have a French press? Do you ever use it?
I have like a little tiny one that I got at IKEA just to see if I would like it.
But you got your espresso
I do like
machine.
it, but my espresso machine that Eric bought used from Marketplace for a steal is just the best thing ever. Yeah. I told him I think it like flaked out the other day and I was like, Eric, I think my espresso machine is dying. He's like, well, if it dies, I'll fix it. I was like, can you fix it before it dies? And he's like, no, that's not how it works.
Oh my word. Yeah. I have not turned into an actual influencer yet because I still don't have one.
Yeah, nope.
But we're going to go back to Jayna's homemaking tip at the beginning of this video. I actually don't really need one. If I find a good price on one or like maybe a brand wants to work with me on one, I already know I love like lattes now, but I'm not missing it at all. And for like $1,000 for the one I want, I think I'll be fine with my cold brew for now. But yeah, don't just roll over and die if you don't have one.
You don't need
definitely make yourself.
You need it. I'm just kidding.
You're gonna link that below.
I'm not linking it because I got it used, so I don't want to. I mean, I can try to find one similar.
No,
but
I was.
It was we got it. We would have never bought one new. I don't think. It was a really good deal.
People do, and I think they say it's a smart investment because they use it every day. So.
Well, if it breaks, I'm replacing it. So I guess I would buy one.
There you go. Yeah, no judgment.
Yeah. So another small shop shout out. Hope's Table Cookbook is my ultimate favorite cookbook. I love so many of the recipes in it. The classic grilled chicken is amazing. I made the peanut butter pie the other day, which, Eric, if you're listening, you can stop listening. He was very annoyed about how much I was talking about this peanut butter pie that I made because it had so much technique. It was hard to make, but I did it and it was amazing.
I definitely think if you want to cook the way the Mennonites are cooking right now, this is the cookbook for you. I feel like it's circling around everywhere. Somebody actually gave it to me because I was like, I'm not buying it. Everybody else has it. I'm not going to cook the same way as everybody else. But oh my word, these recipes are so great, especially for, I've never actually met Hope. I've DM'd her a couple times, but these recipes are really good, especially like my sister's getting married soon. I'm going to make sure she has one.
They're so simple. Like they take ingredients that you have in your house already, but there's something just extra special about them too. This is actually Megan's copy because mine is destroyed. My kids colored on it. The pages are sticking together. It's my most reached for cookbook, and I do have a decent amount of the popular cookbooks, but I think this one is my favorite.
Jayna, you're scaring me about that peanut butter pie. I'm making it for this weekend, and I've never made it before. It's complicated.
Well, you
Like,
have to
her recipes are so basic. I often add like
have you
extra
ever
spices
like
and stuff.
tempered eggs?
Oh no. Is there?
Do you have gelatin?
Well, I can.
Do you
Google
have unflavored gelatin
what?
and cornstarch? You have cornstarch.
Are you kidding?
It's fun to make, but it's like
Well, my sister made it for the pool party we had the other week, and it was like to die for. So I was like, you know what?
It's a lot of steps. It takes a long time, but it's worth it.
You know what? And that's even better thing to take away for guests because it's much
impressive.
more. Well, I'll just make two at the
Homemade
same time.
pie crust, homemade custard, homemade whipped cream,
Yeah, well,
peanut butter crumble in there.
I do love a good pie crust. I
Yeah.
always make pies.
Yeah.
So yeah, awesome.
Okay, I have weird ears. I guess I cannot wear earbuds. They fall out. If I move my head just the tiniest bit, out they go. I've tried expensive ones. I've tried cheap ones. They just do not work for my ears. So I was trying to figure out something that I could listen to my audiobooks from Scribd. And I found these. I was like, I'll try them. I'm not going to put them on because I look hideous. Eric says it looks like I have marshmallows in my ears. But they go around your head. They just like slip over your ear. I can actually wear them for hours at a time and they're comfortable. Like you can get, and they don't mess up my hair. You know, like the headphones that go over your head, they mess up your hair. These, if you can't wear earbuds, maybe these would work for you because I'm pleasantly surprised that they are working for me.
You were wearing those in your Snapchats.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to
today.
say
I'm like,
something about it.
What in the world?
Why do you got marshmallows in your ear, girl?
I just thought maybe you had hearing aids or something. I wasn't going to judge.
No, I know they're dorky. I know they're weird, but they're working for me. So like I said, if it works, don't change it.
Oh,
and
my
I've tried
goodness.
everything else. So
Love the mantra. If it works, don't change
yes.
it. Okay, this next one I can't really show you, and I can't really let you listen either due to copyright issues, but if you're looking for some good kids music that's not going to absolutely drive you nuts, I think most of you probably know about Steve Green already, but one of you guys sent me these CDs a while back, and I love them. It's Hide 'Em in Your Heart, Volumes 1 and Volume 2, and my little children memorize so many Bible verses listening to these songs. And they don't get annoying. You know how like kids songs can drive you nuts after a while. This one has not, and there's 2 of them, so you can like play the one on repeat till they learn it, and then you can change it out and put the other one in. Definitely wanted to give that a shout out because that's something that we've been playing all spring, and we would be playing it all summer, except our van is still in the shop waiting on an air conditioner part. So we've been driving a rental vehicle, and I'm really kicking myself for not getting the CD out of the CD player. Anyway, but yeah, check those out if you're looking for something new or different for your kids to listen to. That's also uplifting, and you can learn Bible verses right along with them. So let us know what you think of the mic setup and everything else. Actually, we shouldn't say that because we have no idea how this is going to turn out. Like, we
just let us know if you absolutely hate it or absolutely love it.
Yeah, we're going to try some different stuff. So we're not married to anything.
Yeah.
We're going to try some different angles. We want it to still feel super casual and chatty and not like we're a big produced thing, because we're not. We're really just 2 girls chatting while lots and lots of people eavesdrop.
Jack told me, he's like, Mom, I do not get this. Like, why do people want to listen to you and Megan talk?
Ivani's like, Mommy, aren't you going to CAD post?
I love it. That's so cute.
Oh, she was testing the mics with Josh and she thought it was great.
She told
fun.
me she was testing them.
Oh my, very good. Well, let us know down below one of your favorites or something you think we all need to know about, because we could have went on, but we'll keep this in a manageable chunk here. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.